Sooner Access and the Bob Stoops app. I got the great Ryan Hybl here. Love it, #1 in the country. Going on 16 years, Ryan.
16 years.
Is that not amazing? You and I were coaching together at the time, going to head coaches meetings.
It's crazy.
Tell me from day one or early on, first year, to what you're dealing with now, because I see a new facility going up, and you've done an incredible job. Talk about that whole journey.
Well, one of the most interesting stories I talk about, my very first head coaches meeting was sitting right in this building.
Yeah.
You got Bob Stoops, you got Patty Gasso, KJ Kindler, Mark Williams, all these
Sherry
greats.
Cole.
Sherry Cole. We were out of 19 sports, we were 19th on this campus. You know, we just weren't very good. And the climb and the journey has been amazing for us, you know, to where we are now, and so many great people, so many great supporters have helped us get to where we are. But it's been really, really, really fun, and can't thank you enough for, you know, your support. You know,
Listen,
it's been awesome.
as you know, I embraced you immediately because of our relationship with Nate.
Yeah.
Your brother, Nate Hybl, Rose Bowl MVP in 2003.
Yep.
One of my favorite people, one of my favorite players. How's Nate doing? Tell everybody.
Nate's doing great. He has a restaurant business in Atlanta, Georgia. 14 stores he has now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Looking to expand and grow, but he's got 2 beautiful boys now, and he's doing great.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, you're #1 in the country and have a big event. We'll talk about that coming up.
Okay.
You've played like 41 teams so far, right through the fall. You're 38-2. Am I right there? 38-2-1.
That's right. That's right. 38. Yeah. I don't keep up with it that way, but I like that. I like those stats.
Well, let's brag. You're talking to a recruit. I've read up all, 2017 national champions, a bunch of Big 12 championships. Why would a guy want to come talk to the fans and a recruit out there on what you've been doing these last 16 years, and especially like this year being #1 in the country?
I mean, we're just continuing to build, and when you reach #1, which we've been able to do several times over the last 10 years or so, I still think we have a lot more room for growth. I really do. Our facilities continue to thrive. We're building a $10 million facility right now with our buildings going up, and our green space is as good as anybody's. We've created what we view as like your own little practice heaven, and but more importantly, it's just about the people. It's about the people that surround our program. Our former players are such a big part of our program. The Sooner Open that we're going to talk about tomorrow, it's a big event. We'll probably have 40 former players come back to that.
That's awesome.
And the guys that continue to thrive, going on the PGA Tour, Max McGreevy's getting his tour card, Quade Cummins, they're both getting their tour card. Chris Goddard, he won on the PGA Tour this year, so those guys are doing great.
That's awesome. You talked about facilities. I remember when I walked in here in '99. I mean, it was pitiful. I couldn't believe it. And we had no money. The university was subsidizing us. So little by little, though, every few years we did a little more. Improved the locker room, improved the practice field. And it seems like that's happened for you for 16 years, because I see the big $10 million project going on right now, because I can't get out there and hit balls like I usually do. But it's kind of how it's transitioned for you, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't tackle everything at one time, right? You're working with the university, and we have to continue to build. And like I said, when I first got here, I mean, our program was not in a very good spot, and
I know that feeling.
Exactly. I mean, that's the building process, and I think as us as coaches, that is one of the greatest things. The climb is what we're all here for, and but as well as anybody, once you get up there, it's even harder to stay up at the top. So you have to continue to build that momentum
and invest,
and staying on the good side of momentum, I think, is the key. Not just in sports, but in life in general, trying to stay on the good side of momentum.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your players that are playing so well. Start with Drew Goodman, and then talk through your roster and how these guys have been playing at such a high level here so early.
Yeah, Drew Goodman, great leader, 4-year starter for us, senior, Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
His dad's a professor here on campus. He's just as good of a leader as you'll ever would want on any team. Ryder Cowan, another local kid, Oklahoma guy from Edmond, Oklahoma, from Oak Tree, and big time, just courageous. He's got the it factor. He loves making lots of birdies. He's.
And what year is he?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Yeah. Then we're moving into Matthew Troutman, who's been playing phenomenal golf for us this fall time. Had a great summer. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He's a redshirt sophomore. And then we've got Jay Summey from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's a junior. Has played so much golf for us. He's a true dog. He is OU DNA. You want to talk about a football fan? Now this guy, when the ebbs and flows, I have to make sure we pick our practice rounds appropriately based on OU football, because man, he's in there. But Jay Summey, he's a phenomenal leader for us and does everything right. And then lastly, PJ Maybank. He's from Sheboygan, Michigan.
Wow.
Up in the peninsula, yeah. And the funny story about PJ, his dad was a professional bowler.
Wow.
Okay, and his dad wore 2 different colored pairs of shoes, right? So he might have a black, he might have a white, and PJ does the same thing on the golf course.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he'll have a red pair and a white pair. He's everybody thinks that he dresses in the dark.
That's great. Now let me ask you, you're a 2-time All-American at Georgia, 2-time captain. You could go out and beat these guys once in a while, can't you?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
You don't want to brag on it, but I bet you can.
My game's kind of done like this, and our players keep doing this, so that
well, that's good.
The graph has kind of been inverted around a little bit, but it's all
well, 16 years ago you could.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's fun. Talk to everybody about how to watch October 21st here at Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club.
That's right.
Big event coming up. Monday the 21st
That's right.
through the 23rd. How can they come out and watch?
So you can get tickets online. I kind of wish everybody could just show up, but they're actually making everybody get tickets. But it's up at Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. Phenomenal event. We actually went up yesterday to do a little practice around the golf courses. And
they let you in?
Yeah, they let us in. But it's going to be a great event. We play 36 holes on Monday as well. So sun up to sundown, we'll be out there.
Wow.
Tuesday will be 18 holes, and then Wednesday will be a match play event.
I might try and walk out there.
Come
you
on.
think they'll let me in?
They might let you out there.
I hope so. But, well, listen, hi, Nate, if you're watching or when you do watch, I love it. But you're kind to do this, Ryan. Wish you the best of luck, and people go out and support this guy.